Pisumi, a village of Fulani people. Houses are largely constructed with local materials. The village is located in the far north region of Cameroon. As time goes, there is change, and the population can afford to modernize the ways of building houses. Founded in around 1895, Pisumi is amongst the areas hosting a large number of Fulani people. The main activities here are farming and cattle rearing for decades. It is an arid land, forcing some of these villages to multiply activities to earn a living, as livestock depends on the abundance of water.
This only source of water requires protection by the whole village. Not only it is important for the animals to drink, they also depend on that for other activities.
Some mostly depend on seasonal agriculture, like onions, considered the dominant activity here. This year's season keeps many to worry about famine, which is clearly visible.
This happens for the first time because our farms have been affected by the lack of rain, and as a result, we are expecting people to be more and more in extreme poverty.
As skills of farming are gaining ground, now they are passed down from one generation to another. This is such a training. Young children are involved in carrying out manual labors to help feed their parents. While some young children attempt to learn farming skills in their young age, others are attached to cows, as it makes the particularity of Fulbe. With the expansion of desert, taking cows for grazing presents a difficult challenge. As a result, even young ladies participate to the family income. It is a struggle in the farm because suffering has forced her to make efforts. She says the difficulties experienced preoccupy her mind.
We have no food, no money. You can imagine the problems of someone who has no job and who also has lost his livestock.
Despite possessing livestock as cultural heritage, the skills of agriculture are being spreaded. Mahmoudou is one of the youngest farmers. For the first time, he says his farm products don't bring hope.
The situation is expected to be worse because we depend on this to survive. Our family entirely depend on maize for everything.
As a result, his second job, which is fishing, is at risk of disappearing.
We were raised as fishermen, but the fish supply has depleted, and you just cannot sustain yourself with fishing today. That's why we were looking for alternatives.
The appearance of small islands in the rivers like this one does not guarantee the life of fishermen. As a result, they have to turn to other jobs to feed their families, and this is considered a major challenge.
Hundreds others, like him, now rely on agricultural activities, as the region is considered the poorest despite producing onions for decades. Despite huge challenges, the younger generation have had the opportunity of education. Buba says he lacks meaningful assistance but still has hope after school.
But to work, even if I decide that I don't want to work, or to support us. That's why I work, and in the future I hope to be able to get an education, because if I don't, I'll be illiterate, and that won't work. People have to be educated.
Women play an important role. This woman says she relies on this to support not only her children but also her husband. Farmland are being extended to contain poverty, considered a major threat for many locals here. Even young children are involved in performing hard works.
They are mostly farmers, and they are also Fulani people. They have been living together for decades. The Fulani people are particularly nomadic, who move from one country to another across international borders in search of pasture and water for the animals.
Despite the fact that farmers and cattle herders have been living together for decades, they blame one another.
They came at night. By dawn, everything is gone. I don't know where to go and what to do.
Although efforts are being made by the entire population, poverty is still persisting and its population is growing faster.
The population of this whole village is estimated at 400,000 people. Most of them are old men because young people have moved to cities to find works, and this is keeping a lot of people worried about the future of the younger generation.